Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've posted to this channel, but I figured that I would try doing something a little bit different today, which is, I want to just talk to you guys. I want to talk about the last year of YouTube, of Twitch streaming, of everything, and sort of where this channel slides into all that, because I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do with this channel, because I don't want any one of my channels to be kind of like, left behind or otherwise not around. So, to you guys all the TLDR, this channel here, which is currently at Bees on YouTube, used to be my main channel. It used to just be Ivycomb. That handle was transferred with the help of YouTube support to my current main channel, which used to be Ivycomb Shorts, and this channel has kind of then just been kept on the sidelines, and I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. The thing is that I don't really like letting a channel just sit and die, and there are other topics that I want to make videos about. It's not all just about the same thing. I don't want to just make furry content, because frankly, I have such a diversified group of hobbies that I figured letting this channel sit and die was kind of a waste of it, because a lot of you guys want to see uploads on it. So I've been thinking, and I think that with how well things are going on the main channel, now that it has regular uploads coming out, the music channel has been fantastic, my Twitch streams have been great, I've been loving everything, I figured it might be time that I try making a channel that is specifically for, like, either one of two things. One, I'm thinking about doing, I wouldn't necessarily call them vlogs, but something akin to what I'm doing right now, where I could talk about a topic while doing another hobby I like, and it's basically just a sort of like, you could say it's kind of akin to watching a podcast, but not really, because obviously, a podcast is going to be different with talkers, and I'm thinking of actually doing a podcast, because a lot of you have been asking me about that. I was thinking about starting one with a couple of friends and making a podcast where we interview people in the furry fandom, and it would be very cool. However, for this channel itself, what I have been thinking about doing is actually making the making videos that are like this, where I just sit and I talk to you guys about something important, and or making this channel kind of like a lifestyle vlog kind of channel. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like channels like David Dobrik or anything like that. What I'm specifically referring to is, yeah, I definitely made the right choice there. Anyway, what I'm doing here, what I'd be doing here on this channel would be like, I could hop into a car that, like, gets loaned to me or tested me, and I could talk about it. There's other channels that do POV drives. I would love to nerd out about that kind of thing. Whenever I go to a convention, but I don't want to make a full convention video, I could upload clips from the convention to this channel. Like, I want it to be very laid back and easy for me to make content for, but I'm really not 100% sure what I want to do, so it might be worth experimenting with. But I want to know what you guys think about it, because the most important thing to me is I want to ensure that the channel is something that is worth watching for you guys. I don't want it to be a channel that, like, I make stuff for and people are like, wow, this content sucks. And at the end of the day, I should be making stuff that I would want to watch. But that's the thing, is that I wouldn't ever make something that I don't want to watch in the first place, but I want to find the balance where this channel will be something that you guys will want to watch and get excited for. The guy behind me has, like, high beams on. I think he's mad that I'm not speeding right now because I'm on a side road, and I'm not going to pull a Marquez Brownlee and go, like, 96 in a 35 mile per hour zone. But yeah, that said, I really thought it might be fun to make a very casual, like, kind of spot here where I can just talk about things and show you guys my other hobbies than being a furry, in a way that is more interesting and presentable. And I think that like being primarily car focused would be what I would want most, but I know that a lot of you guys might not really care about that so much. Like, let me ask you guys this directly. Would you guys be interested in an Ivycomb car channel specifically? Obviously, I would still do some other stuff here, like it would be kind of more vlog style than it would be purely like reviewed videos. That might change, I might fall in love with creating car journalism, but right now my main drive for this channel is I have been thinking about making it into an actual cars channel, with like occasional other vlogs and hobbies, so that might also include tech stuff once in a while, but the primary thing would definitely just be I get in car, or I've take cool shots of car and talk about car, or I alternatively, like, again, I'm at a convention, I go to convention, here was my experience there. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's one of my most active hobbies. Like, I would say that I actually probably engage in car stuff more than I do furry stuff. And the idea of making car-centric content has always been very alluring to me, because I can just talk about it, man. Like, you know what, here, I'll give you guys a little demo of what it would be like. Right now, I'm driving my 2022 Tesla Model S, and this is a car that I love for a long time, and I spent a lot of time working towards getting this car, and it has been wonderful, and I genuinely quite like driving it. The issue is that lately, the cost of ownership of this car has substantially gone up compared to what it used to be, and it's had me reconsidering it, because a big thing for me is that I really like how cheap Teslas are to drive around, or how cheap they were to drive around, because you see, the cost of charging has substantially gone up to the point where I recently did a road trip down to California and back, and the price difference between gasoline and electricity, specifically on Tesla's supercharger network, was less than $20 on like a $500 trip. And I was sitting there like, this car's insurance is expensive, and I do mean expensive. That's because Tesla repair shops are often really backed up with the amount of Model 3s, because they have to go to, certified repair shops. They're not like other manufacturers, where most manufacturers will work with most shops. And they have, special needs for their software and hardware, and it's just this whole thing. And so the insurance rates for these cars, despite their really high safety ratings, are pretty much through the roof. And in spite of that, this car does not feel to me like a car with a sense of occasion that justifies that increased cost. Like, there are so many other interesting vehicles that I could be driving other than a Tesla Model S for this price that are much more thrilling and engaging to drive. And I know that there are many people that find Teslas as cool as I used to, but the longer that I have owned this car, the more disillusioned to it that I've become. And a big part of that is that, like, the magic that you see in Tesla doesn't really feel like it's there anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like how this car drives for being an almost 5,000-pound sedan. It handles very well, and obviously, it has crazy acceleration. That's kind of the big party trick that everybody knows about these cars, is, like, if I can get ahead of this guy, I could show you guys on the street up here what I mean. Whoa, that was a bump and a half. But like, if we come down here, if I punch it here, like, even in my car's low state of charge right now, it pulls like nothing else. And that's cool, but it's very much kind of a one-trick pony in that regard, where this car is not exceptional at handling in really any way, aside from it goes fast in a straight line, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I guess, as someone who really likes cars, my other car's a BMW M6. I felt like the Model S has been not quite what I hoped it would be. It's very practical, and because most of the time I'm just in my area and I charge at home, it hasn't ever really been a big deal, because, I can just charge at home, go for a drive, everything's fine. And it's just that, like, I guess part of me just wishes that I had a bit more out of it. That said, the amount of space you get, like, you can even see the back seats there. The amount of space in this car is absolutely wonderful. It is like one of the best selling points of it. It's extremely practical. It's very safe. My car has full self-driving equipped, so the car will drive itself. And I have used that on long road trips, and it's wonderful. Genuinely, like, I love having it. But, I just don't feel that justifies the amount of money it costs to drive this car around these days, because there's just so many other options now that are compelling. I hope I didn't splash that guy. Maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know. But yeah, I could do things like that. And, obviously, if it wasn't my car, if I was, like, let's say I managed to convince a dealership to let me drive, like, a Ford Mustang for a day, which, is not a super crazy car by any means, I love to talk about it, because I find cars inherently interesting, and I would love to vlog at, like, car meets and shit. I think that it would be fun, and it would be very, just all around very cool to kind of talk to you guys about that. It's definitely more, casual than my, like, highly edited videos and all that, but a lot of you guys come to my Twitch streams and just listen to me ramble for hours while I play a video game. Oh, I have my blinker on. But a lot of you guys just come and listen to me ramble for like hours. So the way I see it is, I think that you guys would probably quite like this content, actually. But I still want to know what you guys actually think. If you guys are interested in this, just like kind of micro vlogging, whether it's about cars or about going to a convention or trying out a new thing or learning something new. Like, I don't want to lock this channel into one specific thing. I don't want that. A thing that I like about the main Ivycomb channel is that although it's furry focused, I can kind of make videos about whatever I want and it'll be fine. But yeah, a big thing for me is that I genuinely would just like to be able to create stuff for you guys without having to worry too much about that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Given that I haven't uploaded on this channel in a long time, I'm sure that many of you guys are going to see this, or rather a few of you guys are going to see this video, and it's not going to be a large portion of my audience. It's going to be kind of like reviving a channel that hasn't seen new content in almost a year at all. But yeah, here we'll finish with a launch once the light turns green. There's an advance, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope that you all have been having a great year so far, and are excited for what's to come, you know? So, yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. And we're waiting. I'm being teased by a light right now, dude. Oh. That pickup as you get faster in speed is crazy, man. Anyway, see you guys in the next video.